to my channel. I hope you're all having a magical start to your day. I'm here today with another Disney DIY crafts video. I think this is like the 4th or 5th one on my channel. I will link all the previous ones in the description below if you're interested in checking it out. This might be my favorite one of the entire series. As always, all these crafts are inspired by Pinterest and they are very easy and cheap to make. If you have any questions or concerns about these crafts, just ask them in the comments below and I will try my hardest to get back to them as soon as possible. And without further ado, we're gonna get right into this video. To make this rhinestone Mickey Mouse ears phone case, you're going to need a clear phone case. I bought mine off of Amazon for $3 and I use Amazon Prime, so it was literally only $3. Then you want to take some foam, place your phone case right on top of the foam and start sketching out how large you want your Mickey Mouse ears to be. Cut one side out and then flip it on over, put it to the other side so they are symmetrical. At this time, feel free to do any touch-ups to make them look exactly how you want them to be. Place the foam ears on some cardstock or on some felt and start tracing out the top and the bottom, so make sure you're flipping it over so you get the exact same size, and then you can label them A and B and just cut them out with some scissors. Next, you want to hot glue on your felt or your cardstock onto both of the foam pieces. Make sure you're putting the top on the top and the bottom on the bottom. Glue your foam ears onto your phone case, and in this clip I'm using hot glue, but I would not suggest using hot glue. I would suggest using E6000 glue because it lasts a lot longer. My hot glue kind of just peeled right off of the phone case, so I did it again with the E6000 glue and it worked perfectly. Once you have your glue on, just place it onto the phone case, press it down, and then you can just remove all that excess glue. For the fun part, you get to glue all of your rhinestones onto your Mickey Mouse foam ears, and this is definitely a little time consuming, but I just threw my Disney Pandora channel on and kind of rocked out as I was gluing. Extremely easy to do, but again, just a little time consuming. And by the way, I bought all of my rhinestones at Michael's for about $10, a huge box, and I used a 40% off coupon, so it made the price even lower. And this is what my final product looks like after I glued all the rhinestones onto both of the Mickey Mouse foam ears, and I am just so impressed with the way that it came out. I received so many compliments on this, and it's just so awesome to say, hey, I made this myself. So all the materials for this next craft can be purchased straight from the Dollar Tree, so that just goes to show you exactly how cheap it is to make this wire headband. I am starting off by taking my wire and wrapping it around a mug. I like my ears to be a little over exaggerated, so I'm using a larger mug, but just use whatever size mug you would like. Then I'm just taking the ends and I'm hot gluing them together and holding them in place until they set. Once you have both of your wire ears made, place them on top of your headband and mark where you want them to lie on your headband. Now it's time to glue the wire ears to the headband, and I used an abundance of hot glue for this. You will not see the hot glue later on because the flowers will be covering it, so the more the merrier. I held it in place until it hardened, which was about 40 seconds, and then I took some additional hot glue, placed it on top to make sure that it was really set in place. Finally, you want to hot glue on your fake flowers. I just bought all of mine again from the Dollar Tree, and I just went for more of like the fall tones because fall is right around the corner. So I did some yellow, some orange, and some red, but choose whatever colors you would like. You just want to hot glue the flowers on the front of your ears and on the back of your ears. And this is what my final headband looks like. I am just loving the autumn colors. Fall is my all-time favorite season, so these are just making my heart very happy. Again, make sure you glue the flowers on the front and on the back so you can hide any of that excess glue. And finally, here's an idea of what the floral wire ears look like on. As Jillian at home would say, I am living for these ears. I am trying to go to Walt Disney World in October, so these will definitely be making an appearance. And the best part is they only cost about $5 to make and only took up about 10 minutes of my time. Now on to my favorite craft of this video, the Disney painted wine glass. I bought my wine glass from the Dollar Tree, shocker, and I'm just taking some white acrylic paint that I had in my basement, and I'm putting about 3 or 4 layers of paint onto this wine glass. I just put a layer of paint on, let it dry, did another layer of paint, let it dry, and I just continued doing this until the paint was extremely opaque. Once all the paint was completely dry, I just went onto my phone and I searched up some easy Disney images that I could recreate onto my wine glass, and I'm using this Craft Smart oil-based paint pen to do all of my drawings. I bought this at Michael's, and as always, I used a coupon. It was about $5, but I used a 40% off coupon to make it even cheaper. All that's really left to do is to kind of trace out that image by looking at the picture that you have printed out or the picture that you have on your phone. The Jack Skellington one was very easy. I highly suggest it. It's really just making squiggly lines and half circles and then coloring it in. I, of course, did Jack Skellington, but you can choose whatever you'd like, and I think that this would be an amazing craft night to have with your family or your friends. Once you finish sketching out your outline, you're just going to go in and start coloring. With Jack Skellington, I only needed a black marker, but if you're doing other characters such as Ariel, you can pretty much get any color oil-based paint marker at Michael's, and they're only about $3 after using a coupon. And to finalize this craft, I just drew all of the stitches onto his smile. I'm not even sure if they're called stitches. I actually looked on Google for this and I couldn't find an answer. He doesn't have any skin, so wouldn't it make sense to call them stitches, but they look like stitches. Regardless, I just drew his quote-unquote stitches on his smile by making skinny ovals and X's, and then I just colored them in to make him into the true Pumpkin King that he really is. And this is what my final painted wine glass looks like. I am so stinking in love with it. I don't know if I would suggest drinking out of it because of course it is covered in paint. Even though all of the paint that I used was non-toxic, I still wouldn't suggest drinking out of it. I'm actually going to be using mine as a home decor piece and place them on my shelves. I just think it's going to make a really interesting conversation starter for anybody who walks into my house. This next DIY is specifically for people who are going to Walt Disney World and want to jazz up their magic bands. Once your magic bands arrive in the mail, all you need to do is take those same rhinestones that you used for the phone case and glue them down onto your magic band using E6000 glue, and you want to glue them down in a Mickey Mouse shape. To do this, you're going to place one larger rhinestone right in the center, and then you're going to take 2 smaller rhinestones to act as Mickey Mouse's ears and place them right on the top. I'm using E6000 glue because it's extremely durable, it is very long lasting, and it is waterproof. Just add as many of these as you want. I just did a little pattern of Mickey Mouse head, rhinestone, Mickey Mouse head, rhinestone, and make sure you don't put it on the actual Mickey Mouse that is on the band, because that is what you're going to be using to get into the parks and into your hotel and for your food, etc. And this is what my final bedazzled Mickey Mouse magic band looks like. I think that this is just such a fun way to take your already awesome magic band and just bring it to the next level. Now, if you're not heading into the parks and you don't have a magic band, but you want to recreate this craft, just go ahead and buy any rubber bracelet from any craft store and get yourself gluing. And for the final DIY of this video, we are going to be making a princess tee. For this DIY, all you're going to need is a white tank top as well as these cut out iron-on letters that I got from Michael's. They were about $7 a piece and I needed to buy 3 of them, so I just bought them on separate days. I bought one on Monday, one on Tuesday, and one on Wednesday. Luckily, Michael's is not far from my house and I use coupons each and every time, so I got them a lot cheaper than having to buy them all at once. All you want to do is cut out the letters of each one of the princesses that you want on your shirt, place them onto your shirt, make sure that they're exactly where you want them to be, and then you want to iron on all of the letters straight to the shirt. Once they are ironed on, allow them to kind of cool off for about 30 seconds, and then you just want to pull the adhesive off and the letter should be perfectly on your shirt. Continue this process until you have all the princesses that you want on your shirt. I really wanted Pocahontas on my shirt, but the letters didn't fit. Her name is just too long and it went off of the shirt. So if you want Pocahontas, make sure that you're using somewhat of a larger t-shirt. Once I was happy with all the Disney princesses on my t-shirt, I just went over all of the letters again with my iron to make sure that everything was set in place. And something fun that you can do as an extension or as an add-on is to add your name to the bottom of the list because, let's be honest, we're all Disney princesses at heart. And this is what my final t-shirt looks like. Hands down, my new favorite t-shirt that I own, and it's so much cooler that it is handmade. Can we talk about squad goals for a moment? I seriously cannot wait to wear this in Disney World, especially while I'm meeting all of the beautiful princesses. And that is it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed it. Please let me know what you thought in the comments below, and please give this video a big thumbs up if you liked it and would like to see more of these types of videos on my channel. I love you guys.